Welcome to Outlander Media Network. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey. We're at the studios today, and I'm with the Evil Twins from Nashville. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, good to be here.
Hey, I just need to repeat. What were y'all's names again? Because y'all told me that the last concert it was so fucking loud I could barely remember hearing you.
My name's Higher Hippie.
I'm Duquesne.
Okay. And
Duquesne. DK.
And we are getting ready to roll for the Kottonmouth Kings show.
Oh yeah, Halloween.
Very excited about that. That is
How'd y'all land on that show?
Well, it's kind of just, we've just been consistent with the content lately, like even before we dropped our first song, and I don't know, like, it just kind of got offered to us. Like, they saw that we were, like, being active, and they need someone who's going to be active, and I'm like, yeah. And, we go far back with, being on shows and putting events together, so, I don't know. But, like, they did their research, and they were like, yeah, these are good guys to be on it.
So how long have y'all been together?
Oh man, we've known each other for years, since like 2016. Evil Twins started this year, August 1st.
Yeah.
We're real brand new.
Yeah, so that's when we dropped our first song, but we wrote these songs that we're currently releasing back in like November, October of last year. So 2024 was kind of like the inception of it. And even back then we were just like writing new types of songs, and these were just so different and so dark, and we just went into like really dark places with our subject matter and lyrical matter, and dug into really nasty parts of our past, and we just were like, this is not Duquesne and Higher Hippie, this is something else. And then eventually, like, it dawned on us to name it Evil Twins, because it just is evil, and we're twins, and it just makes sense.
Are y'all really twins?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. That's what I'm saying.
We ain't cousin either. We no way related, but we are. This is my brother. Like, if I don't have a brother, I'm my only child. So, but if I have one, like, this would be the guy.
Yeah.
So
y'all be listed more like hardcore rap.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. It's kind of crazy because I don't necessarily listen to horrorcore rap, but I tend to write it. It's like it felt weird at first to kind of like write about those type of things, but it just feels natural. It feels like, I grew up listening to like Cannibal Corpse and these really dark bands with really dark lyrics, and they're obviously not doing those things, but like you get the sense of just outlet. Like that stuff's coming from a place inside of them that they need to let out, and if it isn't let out, who knows what could happen? You know what I mean? And that's kind of why we kind of do what we do, because it just makes sense for us to have that outlet. And I guess that it's kind of a good juxtaposition because of how just nice we are in real life, and how you can casually just come up and talk to us. We're not like arrogant assholes or anything. So
well, like when I saw y'all at the show, at this last show we were at with the Narcotic Wasteland, I was over. I asked the guy from Head Trauma, Steve. I said, that guy, I see him in the gym all the time where I work out. Is he one of these bands? He said that's going to be Evil Twins at the Kottonmouth Kings show. I said, oh, hold on, let me go over, because I had just got through interviewing Head Trauma, and me and Head Trauma were talking about it, because I sat there and was looking at that band about 3 times. I said, man, y'all look fucking familiar. And I started watching them perform, and I went back there and said, did y'all ever open in Bristol, Tennessee for Crazy Town? He said, oh, hell yeah, we were at that fucking show.
Yeah.
So y'all are good friends with them also, with Head Trauma?
Yeah, they're the ones that actually got us on the Kottonmouth Kings show. I actually didn't really know them before they reached out, but I've known their guitarist, Brian, for years. Like, me and him, we used to be in 2 metal bands, and we'd always play shows together, in Peril and With His Blood, back in like 2010, 2011. So like, I don't know. It was kind of weird because when I first saw them live, I didn't know, and then I was like, "Is that Brian?" There's no way that's Brian. But then he got off stage, and he was like in the back, messing with the guitar and stuff. I just, casually went, "Brian," and then he looked back, and I'm like, "Oh, it is you," and he's like, "Yeah, it's you," and yeah, we kind of just had a little reunion. It was kind of cool.
So did y'all like the Kottonmouth Kings before, or have y'all ever heard them? Because they were in my time era. Yeah, it all started.
Yeah, I've heard some of their older stuff, but I haven't been too familiar with them. But I'm very excited to play with them.
Yeah, me and Steve were talking about it because we were at the same concert. We were talking about it at Municipal years ago when it was them, Tech Nine, and ICP. Mm-hmm. Only difference was I think I was pushing 30 and Steven was only 13 when he went to the show.
Oh, wow.
That's like, and it's amazing those guys were playing at Municipal Auditorium.
Yeah.
It was a big show back
Yeah, I
then.
know the name. Like, I know they're a really big deal. Before this, I wasn't too familiar with them. But definitely they're OGs in the game, and doing what we do, they're very they're legends. So yeah, it's an honor to be on it and be on a bill with them. Honestly, like
Hey, they're great. Hey, well, you were discussing like maybe like doing a festival down the road, like getting on that gathering.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Have you ever been to a gathering?
I haven't, but I have like 5 friends that consistently play there every year, and I'm pretty confident with how we've been doing things in Evil Twins. Like it's just a matter of time before we're there, especially for how many friends I got who play there. So it's just
Well, you better get it quick because when I talked to Violent J one time, he was like, "I'm getting too old for these gatherings."
Oh,
That's what he
yeah.
told us. What was that? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when we talked to Violent J?
oh well. I mean, honestly, hopefully next year. Like that's my aim because we plan on touring next year and doing a lot more shows, being a lot more active as far as that goes.
We all plan on or if y'all found a band to jump onto to tour with? Or y'all gonna headline?
It's looking like head trauma.
Tour with
Yeah.
Head Trauma?
Yeah.
Are they going to tour around the southeast, or are they going?
Haven't really talked too much about specifics, but probably going to be southeast, maybe Texas.
Okay, yeah. Like I say, you don't want to get too far into a tour and be going, "Fuck, I'm losing money on this motherfucker."
Yeah.
That's what you got to be careful.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, honestly, like for touring at this stage, we're not even trying to turn a profit. Like if we can make enough to get to the next, show, like that's awesome. Like that's all I really ask for. Honestly,
Yeah.
at this point, that's all I care about. Like the fact that we'll be able to do it will be a blessing. So
Yeah, we just got to get the music out there.
Yeah, like I said, and make sure you have good merch to get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We were at a concert the other night at Municipal, and the merch was terrible. We didn't buy anything. It was just like,
man.
and you're a big band.
Yeah,
I mean, it was Empire of the Suns who it was, and the merch was just, like
Yeah,
very plain. It was like you might as well just wrote Empire of the Sun on the shirt and just put it out there.
Oh no.
I mean, you always want to have something eye-catch. I mean, when I first see you guys come in, y'all kind of remind me of one of the bands we've had on the show before. We had super famous Fun Time guys on here once. Y'all kind of remind me of them. They're very similar style, wilder than God Gets Out.
Oh yeah.
They usually tour with Axe and that bunch. Axe, I can't remember how you say that whole name. I mean, y'all, it's like, who's y'all's main influences on the bands that's kind of influenced y'all's music?
Oh man, I draw influence from a lot of different rap artists. I really like J.I.D., Mac Miller. I really like Outkast. But it's hard to... I don't really know that any artist necessarily influences what Evil Twins is doing. Because we've been writing these lyrics, as he was saying, and we found some new style beats, kind of like Skrilla, like a Philly dark trap drill, and just trying to cultivate a new sound.
Yeah, you kind of like bring some kind of fresh take to the dark trap genre, because it's very cookie cutter. Like most people who are in the genre sound exactly the same. Like everyone tries to sound like Suicide Boys because Suicide Boys is like the foundation of this genre. Like as far as like the peak goes, like the mainstream's concerned, like that's what they see as this genre. But Bones was the foundation. Like he's the guy who made this genre possible. And even like Suicide Boys in their tour now, they're touring with Bones. So like they shout him out and got him on a song. Like them two on a song, for the first time is kind of crazy. I wouldn't say that like I was influenced by Suicide Boys. I think what they started to do in their early days, like as I was seeing it, I had this idea to kind of mix metal and hip hop together, but I never did it, never capitalized on it until past few years. But I think my main influences for what we're doing right now would probably be like Outkast or like 8 Ball and MJG, 3-6 Mafia, like that sort of sound, but like taking it to our level. Like, I'm not saying like disregarding them, but like taking it to another level with a new sound, a new fresh like take on it. But yeah, I mean, I find that I'm more influenced by the foundation of that genre. So like 3-6 and 8-Ball and MJG. I think those two, the Memphis sound really is like where it all kind of stems from.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with 3-6. I had tickets for that show at a Sin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were only like, there's some lawn seats, and also the entire concert, the tour canceled for some reason.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was going to be 3-6 with Tech 9, and I think it was Bone. Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, yeah.
And I was like, man, I was looking forward to that show. It was like, that they canceled all this at the last minute. And
Nothing rescheduled or nothing?
No reschedule. One thing about touring nowadays is you'll see tours go up, and all of a sudden they just cancel. Like, I've tried to see Twisted. Their tour canceled on me twice because they were opening for, who was it? The guy keeps having relapse. Cold Chamber. The lead keeps having relapses, and the next the entire tour canceled. I mean, I shouldn't say that. He says it's mental issues. I'm like,
touring is definitely a very mentally taxing thing.
Well, it depends on how, on the touring part, like, more established bands get that big giant tour bus and get all the bells and whistles, and the other poor guys are out there just trying to get through the tour. It's like, shit.
Yeah, DIY is a lot harder. Like, I've seen, tours on the bigger level and the smaller level. I've toured smaller level. When I shot content for 1,000 Horses, they were on tour with Warren Ziders. Like, we didn't have a tour bus, but we had like a, we got in hotels every night, and even with the pampering of like the country, established stuff, it's still kind of difficult. Like, it still takes it out on you. Like, just traveling and going through different time zones. Yeah.
Well, like, we had one band that was on our show one time. They were on a national tour, and I ran into them when I used to be at Planet Fitness. And what they were doing was they had Planet Fitness memberships because they were getting showers and stuff. Because there's
perfect.
Just to let y'all know, there's always that card you can play. You'll be able to say, membership. That way you got at least a shower because there's Planet Fitness is everywhere.
Right. So that's the way to go for sure.
I mean, you can't. Because if you're on a tight budget, you need everything you get. Like us, we always buy merch from every band that has out there. If we try to support every band we can. It's because we get it.
Yeah.
We talked about it last year. We went to 52 concerts last year. This year, I'm not sure how many we've been to.
I haven't counted yet.
It's a lot. I know there's a bunch that we go to the week of Halloween. There's like 4 or 5, like in a 6-day period.
Oh yeah.
So we understand the touring part.
Yeah.
We've been everywhere. We were trying to right now because some of these arena shows are getting so expensive. We can't hardly do them. We were going to do Lady Gaga in Atlanta. So we'll do a little bit of everything. But it was $500 a ticket for Upper Deck at State Farm Arena. I'm like, that's a little too much. So we're going to try another show. It's in Vegas instead. Not Lady Gaga. It'll be somebody else. It's a little more hopefully reasonable.
Yeah, Vegas will be a good time regardless.
Oh, I love Vegas. We've done Vegas. She's only done Vegas once. I've done Vegas I don't know how many times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to get me to go to Vegas, go see the No Doubt at the Sphere.
Oh, that'll be cool.
They said that Sphere is the shit right there.
The thing was crazy.
I mean, my sister just went up there and did Wizard of Oz at it, and she said that was like being in Wizard of Oz. I was like, I'd like to check this out. It depends if everything hits right.
Yeah.
I mean, have y'all been to any concerts this year besides the one I saw y'all at? If you've been to any concerts, what's been your most fun concert you've been to this year?
It's probably the one where we debuted Evil Twins.
Yeah. Well,
which I guess we were performing it.
Hell, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun because it let us really see the vision we've been creating for months, and it existed on the stage, and it was a really good time.
Which venue were y'all at?
That was at the Cobra.
At the Cobra?
Yeah, we loved the Cobra.
I always loved the Cobra. First time I ever went to the Cobra, it was like, when you first walk in, it's like, oh, this place sucks. But then there's back here, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
After I first saw this run, and I saw where it was saying that, I was like,
Yeah, you thought that was the stage.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was what I thought the first time I like, what's happening here? Like, yeah, but no, you see that first stage, it's kind of off-putting, and then you
But it's cool to go back and then feel like
I learned that with there was another one we had to interview. It was at East Side Bowl. I thought, this better not be the stage because there's like one right in front of the bar over there. Have you ever been to East Side Bowl?
one time, yeah.
There's like a little bar stage right here. I'm like, I hope to God this ain't the fucking stage because this is sad. But it's like a huge venue back there in the back. Like it's huge back there. Holds about 500 people back there. But yeah, I've always loved the Cobra. I love the Inn. You have more fun at these smaller venues. I mean, I'm kind of getting away from the arenas. I like your Marathon Works. You know, only thing that's really rough here, like in Nashville, like all these concerts, is parking.
Yeah.
Yeah, parking is horrible.
Well, it's not that. It's pricey. You got to be proud to park.
Yeah. Might as well just get an Uber at that point, honestly. Like,
well, it's almost getting to the point where the Ubers are catching up with the prices. It's almost the same as paying for your parking.
That's true. Especially these events when they're big enough, like the surges and stuff, make it like super expensive.
Like the worst place to park is if you go to Municipal. Municipal was $48 to park the other night. 48 at Municipal.
That's crazy.
That's cheaper. That's more expensive than Bridgestone to park.
Yeah. What?
I was like, what? Now they're really proud of this venue. And it was like, and I swear, Municipal, I don't like dogging venues, but with that one, it's like going to the Cobra because it's so dark in there. You can't hardly see in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dark. I mean, I understand with the Cobra because it's a smaller area. You can see because you can maneuver around a lot easier. Now, when you're in a big arena and it's dark like that, it can be kind of miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that up there? I just see a shadow.
Yeah.
So y'all have another show after Halloween, right?
Right now, yeah, we're gonna do a show for our label, Ghetto Witch Mob. It'll be in December at some time, but that'll be more of a showcasing like the new artists that we're like under our umbrella at the moment, and kind of just having like a holiday celebration. That's always been important to us, like to unite as a family, to create a space where everyone can come and celebrate and not be like hounded or feel like they're being judged by their family or whatever. Just everyone can come and just have a good time. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing in December. That's the last show.
When you go to a show, man, you don't ever judge anybody. Get it off your chest and have a good time.
Different people that would never interact in life, they can go to the same show and scream the same lyrics and just be this beautiful moment of unity. And that's something that I've always just loved about doing this. And like that's what does it for me, is when I can write something and put something out in the world and someone feels it so hard that they pay for a ticket to get into the room and sing it with me. That's just
it's one of the best feelings. Well, I mean, I like to say concerts have always been my outgoing thing ever since, and I get it, y'all. And I know y'all gonna love it when y'all do the Halloween show. I mean, get to play Halloween of all places.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kottonmouth Kings.
Y'all do horror movies?
Oh yeah, that's like our big thing. Yeah.
Like y'all go to the theaters, y'all watch it?
All the time.
What's your favorite horror movie this year?
This year? Shoot, Weapons. Hands down.
Really?
Weapons. I know it's like a horror comedy, but I don't give a fuck. That shit is gas. The whole bit of it. The acting, insane. The jump scares, the weird moments. Oof.
The ending.
The ending. Like no spoilers, but just go. If you have not seen Weapons, go watch it. You will not regret it. That shit is insane.
I say we just did a horror movie last night. We did Good Boy.
Okay.
The dog movie.
Yeah.
How was it good?
It's good. It's different. It's not what you think it's going to be. I was a little concerned about it because I don't really handle it too well when I see an animal catch it in a movie compared to a human.
Yeah.
I can read a human when they get ready. I get kind of used to it. I just call most of them meat grinder people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some really good horror movies this year. Like, I love Sinners.
Yeah.
The one that really had me moving was Bring Her Back. Of all the ones.
Oh, yes. Bring Her Back. Yeah, we went and saw that. And, Yeah, I think your favorite is probably Sinners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably one of his favorite movies of all time.
Yeah,
like he's.
Well, Sinners was such a good movie because you forgot. When you watch it, you forget that it's a horror movie.
Yeah, that's why.
You're sort of getting into it.
It seems more like I don't know,
a period piece, like kind of like the Color Purple or something.
Well, yeah, and then the twist at the end, after everything was said and done, like, where'd this come from? You know, it was like crazy. It was like one twist after another. To me, that was one of the best movies I've seen this year. You know, overall movie.
Yeah, I for some reason I was thinking that was last year, but no, I feel like Weapons or that. I think Sinners for me has to go over Weapons, but Weapons is still so good. It's hard for me to decide.
And I liked the first half of 28 Years Later.
Yeah, the first third I feel like was peak. Like zombie horror. Like, I don't know, the stakes were so high, everything was great. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But the moment that boy goes back outside with his mom and everything's just laid out in front of it, like, that just ruined the movie for me. I was like, well, you made this terrifying world that they lived in for this first third, and I was, on the edge of my seat. But then, I don't know, after that, it just kind of fell flat on its face for me.
Which movie were we talking about?
28 years later.
I thought it was the worst horror movie of the year.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm trying to get the nerve up to see part 2 in February. Like, do I really want to go sit through this? Yeah, whatever it is. Because I was really like, I'm used to the old 28s, and I'm like, I'm used to the aggressiveness and all that. I'm like, and it started out like exactly like you said. It was just like,
first third is so good.
All right, this next two, and then the little Power Ranger thing it did. I always understand.
I feel like they drew too much inspiration from The Walking Dead, but they had no. It's like they did a whole setup but no payoff. Like for a show, you could do that, but when you're confined to an hour and a half in a movie, like just trying to do all that, it just felt so crammed and just.
Well, see, sloppy. You talk about Walking Dead. To me, I watched most of The Walking Dead, and when I felt like when the show came off the rails was when Herschel and the governor died right there. And I said, oh, this show's off the rails now. Because after that, it seemed like it just meandered. It just kept meandering over. And even when Negan got into it, it was just like, well, it got a little more entertaining, but it just seemed like nobody was dying. It's like everybody was...
It's because like, after the whole Glenn thing and the backlash from that, it's like they were scared to make those ballsy decisions.
Yeah, and
it bit them in the foot. I still feel like season 1 through 6 is like peak for me. Like, I love those first.
But like I said, my peak for me was when the governor, Herschel, died, and then he went on little separate trips all over.
The third and fourth season were That's where that was the top. I mean, the meandering, it get kind of crazy, but the third and fourth. I can't discount the first and second. They're also so perfect to me. I love that show. That show made me like television. I feel like I didn't care much for TV other than maybe X-Files or something. Like, I didn't care much for TV at all until that show, and I was just looking forward to it so much.
Yeah, I met, I used to do lots of Walking Dead conventions. I met every character on that show except Andrew Lee, the one I never met.
Wow.
And I thought we were going to meet him that one year, and then he didn't show up for that one. We had even gold passes for that. So, we didn't get to meet him. But we met, like I said, I even met the guys that were when they busted in those 4 guys that were in the jail.
Yeah.
They had been in that prison, lived there. Met all 4. I met everybody. I'm not talking like I used to go to those conventions 7 or 8 times. God, some bitches are very pricey when you go to those conventions. You don't know what you're getting into. I've had that hard way. I got to a convention, went in there, and thinking I spent $35 on meet all these people. Oh, I didn't fucking know that you go from table to table paying for these autographs. I was like, oh, where's the ATM machine in here?
Yeah.
But, are y'all gonna be catching Black Phone 2 this week?
Oh, I don't. You probably should.
Probably should, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out well, I know I'm gonna watch it but I think Blumhouse has kind of slipped this year. So, most of the Blumhouse movies have been kind of meh, except that one that was called with the cell phone. What was that called? Where she was in a restaurant on a blind date.
I don't know.
Oh, Drop.
Drop.
Oh yeah,
That was the only good Blumhouse show I've seen this year. like there was a werewolf movie at the beginning. I'm like, this is going to be it. And like I say, I'm very excited about. And I guess y'all seen Terrifier, haven't you?
I have not.
I've seen the second one. It's incredible. The first one I need to get catch up on, and third one I've heard good too.
Yeah,
I've heard it's brutal. But
it is brutal. Well, like I said, that Bring Her Back had me so brutalized when I saw it earlier. There was a guy that was in the front of the theater. He was pacing back and forth going, hell no, the kid was biting on that. He was like, hell no, I can't do this. He was back and forth in front of the theater in front of us. Oh, shit. This guy's about to lose his shit.
What was that other movie? Substance?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that one. There were some people in the theater that,
Very, that one really.
They walked out at one.
Yeah, even when we got done watching it, I walked out there just in this weirdest frame of mind.
Yeah.
It really is like crack open insecurities and just lots. It touches on a lot of different like levels of horror. Like it's not just surface level horror. It's like deep, like in your psyche horror.
Oh, it's a great movie.
So
I mean, we were rooting for it on Oscar night, and I said, they're not going to let this movie happen.
Yeah, it's kind of like attacking that whole world.
Oh,
basically. So, it's kind of like a smack in their face. They're not going to give it any praise.
That movie was awesome. I love that movie. It wasn't my favorite horror movie that year. My favorite one that year was, God, what was the name of the one I interviewed the lead of that movie? Where you're in a third-person view of the slasher.
Oh, A Violent Nature.
Oh man, I really wanted to see that.
That movie is awesome.
God, I don't want to see that. Yeah, I've been meaning to see that, but it kind of like slipped my radar.
It was my number one movie of last year. I mean, it was. And what was the thrill? I got to interview the lead of that movie, the guy that plays the slasher. And one thing you learn, these slasher guys, well, when you get up to them, those are some big motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
every one of them I've ever met, whether it was Kane Hodder or the only one that's small is David Thornton. That's the Art Clown. That's the only one I've met that was not a big dude like the rest of these guys that were your Jasons, your Michaels, all of them. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. We appreciate you taking time. We cannot wait for Halloween.
Yeah, we're excited.
Y'all catch them on Halloween at the Vinyl in downtown Nashville, and we're gonna have fun. Outlander will be there too. Peace out.
Yeah.
You always like to talk a lot. Me, I like to go and get up the Twin Towers, hit your body, now you slow to sit. Drop your body in the cooler with my heart, now that's cold as shit. Fucking with my dogs, that's a bone you don't wanna pick. Don't believe that shit that you hear on the net, boy. That shit fabricated like them diamonds on your neck, boy. Your gang so damn fake, like some impossible me, boy. Claim I'm not about it, well come on and fucking try, boy.